So these elephants are so very much stationary feeding here. So this is the first one coming to cross here. The rest, they are still behind. So elephants, they're always busy all the time. So the time to relax for them is only a few hours. In 24 hours, they can only relax for about 2 to 4 hours. So they spend almost 18 hours feeding. Mike, these elephants are so lovely. Look at that. So peaceful, not worried about anything at all. You can see it's warm already. Look at what that elephant is doing. So this is about cooling the body, and it's also about to try and chase the insects. Oh, look at the baby. There's a baby playing. Look at that. So that baby is too small. This is cute. So the baby elephants, they are born while the mother is standing. The little one has to hit the ground as a wake-up call in order to kickstart their lives. Oh, there's another one here. There's another baby just here. Let me show you. This is beautiful. Right here. Oh, look at that baby there. Look at that. So that baby is too small. So there's two babies, and these two babies, they are more or less the same age. So I saw this head yesterday afternoon, and I can see it's the same head, because when I'm looking at this baby and that one, I can still recognize this is the latest, the one we are seeing now. It's a little bit smaller than the one we saw earlier. Look at the baby trying to use the trunk. It's trying to grab the grass, but doesn't know how to do it. So this little, look at that. Dixon, I didn't copy your question nicely. The elephant has got eyelashes which helps them to protect the dust from coming in. But sometimes they do get the dust. That's why some of these elephants, you'll see them with the sand eye or the bogot. The bogot shows you that the eyes are dirty, and sometimes you can see them even secreting some white from the eyes, which can also be caused by some of the infections. So this dust does also sometimes cause problems. You can see the little one is so willing to use the trunk and is going back to the grasses and try to grab the grasses, but just doesn't look, is even battling to break the grass, doesn't know how to. Look at that. So the little one got to learn how to use, look, the little one is trying to, the little one is trying by all means, is trying to eat as well. Look at that. This is a nice shot. Thank you, Senzo. So this little one got to learn how to use that trunk. Look at that. This is incredible. Look at that baby crossing there. You can see they are feeding right here. So I think this is one of those amazing sightings where I have got to share with the other viewers from other social networks. A very, very good morning and welcome to the special broadcast. I have got this very big elephant with a very tiny baby here by the western side of the Greater Kruger National Park service. And look at that. Now the little one is trying to show off some abilities of strength. He's trying to run alongside the mom and is looking at us all the time. This baby is so funny because he's trying by all means to imitate the mother all the time. When the mother is feeding using the trunk, the little one is trying to also use the trunk. Let's see what the little one is trying to do now. This is so interesting. This little one is going to be under the guidance of the mother for about 3 to 4 years. Safari Dragon, this is amazing. This is something else. It's very much difficult to find ourselves sometimes this close to such a very big and dangerous animal when having the small ones. So I'm just going to pull forward a little bit so that we can again carry on enjoying this interesting sighting. This is not the only little one we've got. Now I'm going to show you another little one which is here as well. She's also showing some interesting activities, and this one is suckling at the moment. Look at that. So this little one is drinking. Aaron, this is adorable. Look, I've got another one drinking now, and is more or less the same age as the one we just saw earlier when we started with this very special broadcast. Look at that. So these little ones are so funny, and all they want is to play. You can send your question and comments. We are live here where we are with these animals at the moment. Safari Dragon, these babies we have shown you now, they are all very new, and you can see they still have got quite a lot of hairs. They are less than a month old, and it's something which is restricting the movement of this big head. I saw these little ones yesterday as well, afternoon, and they are just roaming around here, and depending on water holes such as the Viotella pen and the Galago pen, which are the water holes not very far away from where we are. Let's see now. Look at that baby. Look at that. It is indeed amazing how quick they learn to walk. After few minutes after birth, they are going to do that. This is beautiful. Oh, the little one nearly fell there. You can see that it's not well experienced. Jason, the mothers can be so very protective when these little ones are still very new. But if they identify that they don't have challenges with the vehicles, they don't consider us any threat. But if the vehicles are giving these elephants problems, is then that we are going to start having a problem, because every time they see the vehicles, they will retaliate. But at this stage, there is that very good relationship between us and them. Elephants are very much clever. Once they learn that the vehicles are giving them problems, they will always chase them. They are just eating milk at the moment. They are not yet ready in order to eat solids. But as time goes on, when they're growing, they will start to eat the vegetation. But they like to imitate too much what the parents are doing. So you will see them sometimes trying to take some of the grasses and some of the green trees, but they don't really eat. So elephants, when they're still very young, these babies So these elephants, when they're still young, they don't have the digestive bacteria in the stomach. They must have to eat droppings of their mothers in order to gain the digestive bacteria. It is a behavior called it is a behavior which is called a caprophagic behavior. So they are born free of the bacteria. Look at that. The little one is trying to go in between those bushes there so that he or she can also exercise how to use the trunk. Margaret is very much difficult at this stage for me to tell. So you can see this little one is not stable at all. So as time goes on, we will be able to identify this little one from a distance and see if it is whether a boy or a girl. Sally, this is so interesting indeed. Two small ones at the same head, and thank you very, very much for all your questions and comments. It has been very lovely having you as part of our guest this morning.